Okay. Wow.
Oh yeah. That's low down.
Sit rep. Weather's definitely kicking off now. It is bleak. Welcome back everybody to another Camping with Tony from Abel Camping. I'm on a mountain in the snow. And we're going to spend a night up here in the big Hilleberg Nammatj GT. We're going to head all the way over to that ridge. It's taken me an hour and a half to climb up here. And we're going to settle down, get the tent set up, and yeah, hunker down for a storm that's coming in. So I'll bring you back up there. Whew. All right, whoa. Got my spot here. What I need to do is get my shovel out, dig a big area out, make room for my big tent. Yeah. So I need to get the big camera out and then we'll get digging. Whew. So here in New Zealand, it's the start of winter. Had mixed conditions really. I've come up here for this snow event. Wow, steep. Okay, let's get set up. Whew. Okay, I'm going to make a platform around here. Hopefully it's long enough. So let's get digging. Yeah, looks okay underneath. So my tent only has one door. And I want it facing I want it facing out that way. So it's going to be on that side. This snow is really heavy. Wet. Right, I think that's a pretty good platform. The tent is very long. So it slopes down that way. So the vestibule area. So the back of the tent's going to be here. Front of the tent, it's going to be all of that. I might have to dig out just a little bit more, another foot. It should be good. This snow is so heavy. Whew, okay, I think that should do. Right, tent. Okay, big red, Hilleberg Nammatj GT. This is a beast of a tent. Right, I've got spare guy lines just in case. But I don't think we're going to need to guy it out pegs, loads of pegs. I've had this tent a long time and I've rarely used it. Okay, so this is the back of the tent here. Here's the front. Okay, poles. Takes 3 poles. They're all the same size. So I will peg down the back first, just so we're ready. I need a rock. Oh, this is so massive, this tent. I've got to make more room. Whew. Try that. Okay, that's better. Problem is, there's just rocks everywhere here. Well, let's put the poles in. This is why it's good to have an all-in-one pitch, because look at all the snow coming down. Great success! Okay, now we've got to do, stretch this thing out and peg it down. Oh look, I got that just right. Almost perfect. I reckon just give myself another half a foot on the sides and we'll be okay. Right, I'll do that. To be honest, I only need to do it where I'm going to be pegging it out. The rest can stay as it is. Okay, need my stone. So we'll peg the front out. Oh man, this tent's enormous. I just forgot how big this tent was. Try again. Gosh, still. Unbelievable. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, I think we're there. Okay, we tighten. Whew. And then I've got to tighten the back. Great success. Right, I've got a peg all the way around and then we're done. Excuse the arse shot. Okay, I'm going to anchor a peg here for this rear guy. Perfect. Look at that. Who needs snow pegs when you can do that? Right, I'm going to finish up and then we'll go inside. Okay, first, I need to cut a little path here in front of the door. Haha, here's home. Okay, great success. Wow, so much room in here. Right, now what I might do is there are gaps around the sides here, so I'm just going to dig them in, cover them in snow. I'll get my pack in first, out of the snow. All right, let's get in the tent. Hi everybody. Right, let's get in and get our gear sorted. Our Nammatj GT Palace. Look at that. That's just awesome. Now, I don't want to drape a whole load of wet stuff in. So, need to dry this jacket off first. Oh, I know. It's not great filming, sorry. Right, what I'm going to do is just take everything out of my pack first. So I've got food, warm top, Arctic puffer, cooking gear, ouch pouch, long johns, towel. Here we go. Let's try and dry off my jacket and pants a bit. I'm sure this is amazing footage. Hand me down. Oh, awesome. I'm in. Now this is going to be dripping inside. Store's not great. I do have a tarp with me that I could go and set up to sit out more. But I think what I'm going to do for now is actually close this door up. So I think it's boots off. Because I don't want to go back out again. Not for a bit anyway. Boots off. Oh, there you go. Great boots. Okay. So welcome to New Zealand in winter. No predators, nothing, just some people. So I'm near a ski area. It's like a building over there, way over there. But the ski lodge, the ski slope is closed today. Oh. Whew. Okay, I'm getting everything wet. Okay. Oh man. It was starting to come down a bit at one point. Right, let me give the camera a wipe. Okay. Right, I'm going to carry on getting our gear out. Gloves. More cooking paraphernalia. Chair, got to get that set up. Pillow. Got a little table here with me. Thermometer, wind meter, sleeping bag that's wet. Uh-oh. Look at that. My bag got wet. That's not good because it's a down bag. But it's okay because this is waterproof. That's why I carry my sleep gear and waterproof stuff. The pad's wet, but that doesn't matter. That's waterproof anyway, it just dries off. So that makes no difference. Oh, my pillow got wet. Oh no, that is a problem. Wet pillow. Don't think I'm going to be able to dry that out in time. So maybe tonight I'll wrap this in a towel. Yeah, so my bag, it just got drenched from the back, unfortunately. And I didn't bring a full dry bag with me. I left it, I forgot it. I was discombobulated. That might dry out a little bit, we'll see. Once things warm up in here, you never know. Right, I've got water because we need to get a coffee on. So I've got a tarp and poles in case I wanted to sit outside, but honestly, it's just not very nice out there. More water, and that's it. It's everything. Keys. Phone, and that is everything. So my rain jacket, I will keep in here tonight. Oh, I got snow in. Always bring a towel. All right, we're good. So I'm going to leave my pants on, obviously. Ah, and the other thing is I have to apologize for the color. So filming in this tent, everything comes out red. Anyone who's ever filmed in a red Hilleberg with a yellow inner just knows it makes everything look really, really saturated red. I feel human. A little bit of snow coming in at the door here. But the good thing is I've got so much room. With this vestibule, it's just enormous. It really is. She said. So my little table means I can keep stuff off the snowy floor. My little click-clack table. There we go. So I can put all my cookware out here on my table. Right, now we got snow blowing in here now. So I'm going to close this up. Ah, here it comes. We're definitely going to go out and have a look later. But for now, let's shut that door. Now this tent's got fantastic ventilation. I've got a vent at that end, a vent at that end. It's all fully open already, you see. I've got a line up here, which is like a hanging line. Whew. I think we're good. Right, what I really need to do, because I'm on snow and my feet are going to get really cold quickly, so I need to get my chair set up so I can lift my feet, my toes off the ground. This is the Hilleberg ground chair. I used this in my last video as well. It's an awesome little piece of kit. Absolutely awesome. Okay. Oh, it was a really good job I packed my sleeping bag the way I did. Wet sleeping bag, I'd be in big trouble. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. You can take my feet, put them on a blanket or something. I'm good. Check it out. Wow, look at all the room I've got. I could even bring that table in here, have my coffee in here, no problem. Right, I'm going to get myself organised and then we'll bring you back. Okay, I found a slight flaw with my setup. Is getting this chair level is almost impossible. All right, got it. Right, so I've got my down jacket over my feet, keeping my toes warm. It's all good. So what we need to do is definitely get a coffee on. So I've got the little baby fire maple titanium thing. I got some of these years ago. This is a newer one that I've got. And it comes with this little stove, Hornet stove, I can't remember what they call it. Powerful, very powerful little stove. So the temperature is, last time I looked on my pack, it said it was 1 degree Celsius. I'll put it on screen, hopefully I'll remember to do it this time. Right, so this locks into place, like so. Well, it's meant to. Oh, once it's got water in it will. Okay, it's because of the handle. So let's put some water in. I'm so desperate for a coffee. And then you just... Hey presto! Got a titanium mug with a lip guard. So we're going to have cappuccino. So we haven't got any fuel here to have a fire. Just is what it is. This should start boiling really, really quickly. Gas doesn't work great in the cold, but this whole setup is so good, so efficient. It starts, look, it's steaming already. boils very, very fast. Probably quicker than a MSR wind burner. Definitely quicker than a jet boil. I'm loving this setup. I'm just bummed that my pillow got wet, but what I can do is put the pillow under the pad, just as long as my head's propped up a bit. Almost boiling. I don't actually need it to boil, I just want it hot. So what do you think of my setup? Pretty cool, huh? So what we'll do is we'll go and have a tour and a look around outside. Just camped probably 1 kilometer that way is Abel. We came up here at the same time. Whoa, boiling. That was quick. Wow, that was actually way quicker than I thought it would be. Gosh, I was actually surprised there how quick that was. Yeah, so Abel is camped just over there. A buddy of mine. So we'll go and see what he's up to. Got some merino gloves. Whew, okay. I think we want maximum water in here. Heat ourselves up so I can settle down. Setting up camp in anything like this, it's always a bit stressful. It's never that easy. Something always goes wrong. And again, I said I haven't used this tent for so long, I forgot how big it was. And that's a problem. Let me turn you a bit, sorry. How's that? Yeah, it's just so big. It takes up so much footprint. Whoa. I'm on such uneven ground here. I just don't want the chair to break. Okay, that's better. So we're on a ski field, which is over there, ski resort. It is closed today, but it's open tomorrow, but we're heading out tomorrow anyway. So Abel, we both drove up here separately and we're parked at the bottom. So we'll work out what we're going to do, but yeah, he's a kilometre away. It's too far just to keep going back and forth and say, oh, what you doing? And there's not much signal up here at all. In fact, I think there's not even enough to communicate. It's like 1 bar. Right, everyone. Well, I've shown you all my gear, taking it out of the pack. I've shown you what I've got. I'm going to have this coffee. Then I think we'll go for a wander before we lose daylight. It's 3 p.m. now. We'll lose daylight around 5. So yeah, we'll go for a wander after this. Go and see what Abel's up to. Go and check out his camp. And then we'll come back, we'll hunker down. And probably be time for dinner by then. Because I'll have definitely built up an appetite walking that way. Walking in snow is tough. So if you're going to get a titanium cup, make sure it's got a lip guard on it, because otherwise it's too hot to hold against your lips. Oh yeah. Cheers, everybody. Right, let's go and check out where Abel is. Now, this door is actually kind of cool. You can open it like this, 3 ways, which I think is what we're going to do, because I want to open it away from the inner. So by opening it on this side, all this snow that's built up outside won't come in. I'm hoping into the inner. Yeah. Right, let's have a look outside. Oh. Well, it's kind of half rain, sleety snow. Looks good though. I might just scoop some of this off. I think I put too much snow here. The rest of it looks good. Look how taut it is. That is a good setup. So if you look over there, that's the ski field. I think there's some workers working on it. We're allowed to camp here. This is public land. They don't own this bit. So that will probably be really busy tomorrow if there's a lot of snow tonight. Yeah. So Abel is about 1 kilometer in that direction. And it's going to be quite tricky walking over there because you've got to cross a lot of deep snow. So I'll bring you back walking over. Let's do this. Whoa. Look at my camp. Oh, come on. I just looked back and just thought, look at that. Looks awesome. That looks really good. Yeah, it's a great tent. Great tent. I'm so glad I brought that with me. Best tent. Right. Oh, I can see him all the way in the distance there. Look, you see that yellow blob? I don't know if you can make him out. It's just sort of there. He's very yellow. He's wearing a lot of yellow stuff. It looks like he's sitting down in front of the camera. Yeah. All right, let's go and see what he's up to. All right, here we are at the carrot station. I just fell in a stream. Oops, I'm gonna have to beep that out.
Yeah, there's a big bog on the way over here.
I just fell in it. There's a stream over there. It came right up to here. All right, Abel, walk me through this. What is it?
It's the Mont Supercell, and it's a tunnel tent, and it's pretty lightweight, and it's actually pretty cool.
Super duper tent.
It's quite strong.
It's very carrot, very ginger.
And you can see in here, I'll show you, this is quite cool.
Looking forward to you lending me this.
You can see all that space.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's pretty big, isn't it? Pretty wide.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
132 centimeters wide and 110 in height.
Nice. It's freezing outside a bit. Excellent. Then we've got your vents open, mate. Nice. Right, well, I'm going to shoot the breeze. Bring you back later for dinner. Whew. Spent about 20 minutes over seeing Abel. He's very excited. Playing in the snow. Right, I'm going to walk back. Look. Can just make out, oh god, the snow is deep. Just make out top of my tent in the distance there, sort of there. Whew. I fell in a stream on the way here. I don't want to do that again. There's a lot of streams. So here, I went down on my knee, crossing all of this. Look, I ended up in there. It's a big stream under here. Oh, oh no! I got wet. Yuck. That didn't work. I just got wet foot. Wet socks. Uh-oh. Not great. There was no other way across it. Oh well, hopefully that will dry out. Right. I need to get back in. What I might do is set my tarp up and sit outside. Just because it's kind of boring sitting in a tent. I hate doing that. Oh, I've definitely got cold feet now to going in that stream. That was not fun. Ooh, yeah, okay. So we'll set the tarp up so we can sit outside. So when it does start snowing again, it's just something to look at. And look, there's the ski field, ski building. Whew. Okay, so what I'm thinking is drape the tarp over the back. I've got 2 poles, set them up here, and then I can just sit out here. Which should be nicer than just sitting here. We've got a bit of a melt going on actually. It was freezing, but it keeps switching back and forth. So the tarp I've got a Cigar Dyneema tarp. I'm wondering whether I should put gloves on for this or not. The thing is, with gloves, you lose all your dexterity. And fingerless gloves are just as cold as not having gloves on. Excuse the arse shot. Okay. We're going to try gloves. So the problem I have is I need extra large gloves, big hands. And these are just extra large. So if my hands get a little bit wet, I struggle getting them in. Okay, nailed it. Yeah, big feet and big hands. I don't think it's an advantage for anything. See, struggling. Go on. Come on. Okay. All right, we got it. Woo. Yeah, baby. Okay, that's better. Nope. We'll keep one hand free. All right, great success. I think we have our platform. I might dig this one down a bit. Oh, okay. That one's already as low as it's going to go. Ah. I'm very happy with this space. Look at this. Okay. what we can do is let's give myself even more room. Oh, that's perfect. Excellent. I'm very happy with that. So now I could bring my chair out. Now I could actually make a platform to lift my chair up to here. I wonder if that will work. I've just dug all this snow away, but let's try. This is very wet, heavy snow, so it might work. If I pack it down a bit, because my chair is so low. This might work. All right, let's see. I'll probably sink. Whoa. Oh no. I'm on the floor. Didn't work. Okay. But I've got a space to sit out. That's the main thing. All good. Well, I might as well get rid of that. It's not going to work. That was a big waste of time. Let's try again. Okay. Wow. That's better. Tarps just make it so much better. If the spin drift starts coming in, doesn't matter. I could even build a bit of a windbreak with the snow, and just in case the wind comes from the side. Right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to build a little wall, and then we'll think about dinner. Woo! All done. That was a bit of a faff, but I got there in the end. Oh, I think I need to make a mocha. So I've made a platform for my chair, so I'm elevated. I scooped out the bottom so my bum's not touching the snow anymore. That's working really well. I just need to be able to dig my feet out. Look at this. Now it is actually snowing now. Now that I've done all this, I need to put an umbrella on the camera. It's never ending. Let me just do this. Oh. Oh. I'm quite exhausted now. I've got a wet foot, but because I've been moving around so much, I'm not actually cold. But we do need to get another water on. Oh, come on. How can I keep forgetting just to bring everything over? This is ridiculous. Right, you know what? It's so slippery. I've got to get rid of this snow around me because I'm slipping and sliding. All right, that should be better. Let's just bring it all out. That's everything. So I need the airflow in there. And breathe. Breathe, Tony. All right, let's get a hot drink on. So it's sort of icy snow now. Half and half. It's just, it's just brutal setting up and filming. If I was just camping, then way easier. But filming just always makes it harder. Just does. Okay, so we should be able to. There we go. So I think I need a mocha. So we'll take a strong cappuccino and a Greg's hot chocolate. We'll combine them. And then I am going to sit out here and just enjoy the view before having dinner. And the view is white out. There's nothing to even show you. We are in a cloud now. It's crazy. Can't see anything. Snow is meant to start falling from late tonight, overnight. Tomorrow morning we should have snow falling, which will be great. Looking forward to that. So what does everyone think of my camp? Look at this. I don't think we've got any major wind coming, so I'm not worried about the tarp. Snow could be a problem on the tarp if it gets heavy. If that happens, we'll deal with it as it happens. I can't be bothered to lower it. I might just adjust one guy line here because I could tell I've got the angle slightly wrong. Other than that, this is great. What do you all think? I'm in the snow. What I love. I've got to stop whining about it because I do love it. I'm in my massive down jacket. I'm so warm. My expedition jacket. Now spindrift is going to come in here. There's nothing I can do about spindrift. I could lower this tarp right down to here. But honestly, this is doing a great job. This is all I need. So you don't need trees. Just a couple of lightweight carbon fiber poles and a tarp and you're good. But I'm going to enjoy my, my mocha. Then it's definitely bringing you back for dinner. Cheers, everybody. Hi everybody. Okay, I think it's time for dinner. I've just been sitting here chilling, literally getting chilly. So what we've got tonight is a real feast. I'm actually very excited about this one. So I've got a pre-made thing again. Oh, where are you? Here we go. It's a beef casserole. Beek's beef casserole. So we're gonna heat this up. Then we're gonna add. Come on. Yeah. Then I'm gonna add some crispy noodles, and I've got cheese scones for the win. So. Now, they don't make these things so you can just open them. And I haven't brought a knife with me. That could be a problem. I do have a backup emergency little knife. My fork works. Okay. If in doubt, fork it. I do carry a knife in my my first aid kit. But I didn't need it. So these casseroles are delicious. I could just heat it up in the bag with water, you know, hot water in here. But to be honest, I'm going to be eating out of this thing, out of the pan, so it makes no difference. And I've got a different, obviously, pan for cooking for hot water than I do for cooking this, because this is going to leave a disgusting mess. Again, there's no predators in New Zealand at all, so you don't have to worry about that. When I say no predators, honestly, I really mean it. No predators. People are really surprised by that, but you've got to look at the geography of New Zealand and where it is, how new New Zealand is as well. It's a very new island, a couple of islands. And actually it's been proven that it's its own continent now, Zealandia. I don't think that's been recognized by the UN, I'm not sure. It should be, because it is, it's its own continent. It isn't actually really part of Australasia. So there you go, fun fact for you. Okay, I think we've squeezed, it's already cooked. All you have to do with these things is just heat them up. Oh, so good. Right, so we want this on really low. Just a simmer, like that. It's a bit of a faff lining these things up sometimes. Notice, there we go. Okay, so we leave that until it's bubbling away. I might have to stir it a few times. And then we'll put in some of our crispy noodles, mix these in. Get the cheese scones ready. I could toast a cheese scone, but no need. It will be good. I've already got steam coming off the bottom here because there was snow underneath the pan. And I can hear it bubbling. Wow, this is going to be very, very difficult to stop this from burning. Anyway, I'll work it all out. And then when it's ready, we will feast. Whew, okay, so I've actually brought the tarp down just a little bit, just a notch, because a bit of snow was coming in, and now we're pretty good. This is just above my head, which works really well. Right, this is ready. So what we've got here is a beef casserole. with some potatoes and carrots. Get the crusty bits off the bottom. Here we go. Loads of fat in this. Got some crispy noodles that we're going to add. So why crispy noodles? Well, to add some bite, crunch. I just love these crispy noodles. Absolutely love them. They make every meal better. Gonna pile them in. We've got cheese scone. These things are great. I'm actually now really enjoying this camp. At first I was like sitting in the tent. Anyone that knows my channel knows I don't like sitting in a tent. I find I'd rather be outside looking at what's going on. To me, sitting in a tent just seems a bit mind-numbingly boring. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. I know Abel loves doing that over there. He's doing it as well. It's not for me. I like having a tarp. I like being outside, seeing what's going on, feeling it. Not cooped up. All right. Beef casserole, chicken crispy noodles, and cheese scone. Cheers, everybody. Bon appetit. Hot. Oh my goodness. The crispy noodles absolutely make it. Try cheese scone. If you tear big pieces off, it's almost like you've got dumplings. Beef casserole dumplings and noodles. Wow. What an epic meal. Who would like to be here doing this? Sitting in the snow with an amazing tent, tarp, enjoying beautiful food, comfortable, warm, very toasty. Oh, this is beautiful. Right, everyone, I'm going to chow this down and then we'll do cigar time. Wow. Okay, cigar time. Right, I've got a hot chocolate here. Lovely. That casserole was unbelievable. The crispy noodles, the scone, oh. Hot. So, what have I got? I've got a Monte Cristo, number 4. I tell you what, now that I've bought this down, this tarp, it feels way more protected. I've got no wind on me at all. I think the wind is coming maybe from a bit from behind, just over that way. Got this little snowbank here that's deflecting it. So, Monte Cristo number 4. This is going to be nice. So thanks again for everyone for coming on this trip with me. We've driven a long way. I've come 8-hour drive. Stayed in a local town nearby last night. And then walked up here today. About 5 kilometers. Well worth it though, to be in the snow. New Zealand doesn't really get much of a winter. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a bit cold. I should have warmed it up a bit. Yeah, that's nice. So thanks again, yes, everyone for coming. Few things to talk about. Oh, and it's snowing. Can you hear that? Here it comes. Few things to talk about. Right, now I get this a lot. Why do I sometimes go camping without Bernie, or before with Bruce and Bruno? Why would I do that? Because some places here, a lot of places, all national parks don't allow dogs. Why don't they allow dogs? Because dogs kill kiwis, the birds. Kiwis are endangered. They're native. They must be protected. That's why. And some people will say, well, I just wouldn't go camping there. I don't have much choice. To be honest, I want to camp in some serious conditions. I want to camp in snow. And look, I've had to drive 8 hours to get this snow. And it's the only snow in the country. So I have to do what I have to do. And sometimes that means I can't go with Bernie. But Bernie's not alone. Bernie's with Anne, my wife, and with Bolly, his sister. So, it just is what it is. Would he love it up here? Yes. But he's not allowed here either because they've spread poison nearby. So I can't even bring him here. Otherwise he could, but not going to risk it. Not after what happened to Bruno. So that's why no dogs. Sometimes I don't have my dog with me. Just for that. And I do have to get out. I do need to get out camping, and I do love the stormy weather. So that's why. I would much prefer to have Bernie here, obviously. He would love this, but I just can't do it. So please don't make comments saying I wouldn't go camping without my dog. Blah, 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 blah. It's irrelevant. Oh yeah, I get this one a lot as well. Car camping and car tent question. So people seem to be confused about what car camping is. Car camping doesn't mean sleeping in your car. That's not what it means. Car camping means using your car to get to a campsite and camping probably next to your car in a tent. That's what it means. People shouldn't get upset about that. Or what is a car tent? A car tent is a tent that's too big to be carried in a backpack. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward, yeah? Again, I don't know why people get upset with that one. Well, I should say 1 or 2 people. Big news. Very big news. Brandon, my son, is moving to a new college. I'm not going to say where yet, but it's on the other coast, opposite coast of Florida. So he will be starting in September. He's very excited. He's been accepted onto the golf course, the golf school there at this university. He is playing so well now. Today or yesterday he shot 63. He plays from the competition mark tees as well. He has to. And he plays with the team. And they always have to play from the competition tees. Yeah, he shot a 63. If you don't understand that, that's a great score. It's a professional score, 63. Which means Anne and myself probably won't be going back to Florida anymore. That was it. There's no time we can organize in between to go back there. Brandon's going to be relocating with a friend from that school to the new school, to the new university. So he'll sort all of that out. And then we'll see him there, I think in January we're going to see him. I think we're going to see him in Christmas. So, yeah, that's what it is. He's moving. Good for him. He's going to have a great time. Oh, and Spawn won the US Open, which is amazing. If you don't know who that is, go look him up. He was an absolute nobody at one point, and really I think he was thinking of ditching it all in. And then he goes and wins the US Open. Wow, what a result. Ronaldo has just signed, again, another 2-year contract in Saudi Arabia. That was pretty predicted. He's now, what is he, the highest paid athlete in the world? 2 or 3 years in a row? Amazing money. Ronaldo is incredible. Really incredible. What else is going on? Oh, the Diddy trial. Prosecution have just rested. So next up, the defense. Look, this is a tricky one. I've got a feeling he's going to walk. I hate the thought that he could. But all they're doing him for, I think, is RICO, and I don't know if they've nailed it. I really don't. And if you're a jury that's not seeing all the news and everything and the hype about this trial, I don't know if it's compelling enough. So we'll see. I hope he doesn't, but I think he might. I don't know how long the defense are going to take. Has it got a few more weeks to go, I think? Yeah, probably. So, yeah, nightmare. I don't know. I hope he doesn't walk, I really do. Because I think he's guilty. And the rich always seem to get away with these things. All right, what have I been watching on TV? A few things. On Apple TV, Long Way Home with Ewan McGregor and his buddy, can't remember his name, where they motorbike across different countries. I love that show. Long Way Home. I really do enjoy that. It's very peaceful. You get to learn a lot. They go camping sometimes. I really like that. New show that I've been watching on Apple TV is Stick with Owen Wilson. Great show. Really enjoying that. Yeah, really enjoying that. It's about golf. So it's quite relevant to what we're doing. But absolutely loving that. Another show was called Better Sister. Look it up. I think it was Netflix. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was Netflix. Better Sister. Her son is accused of murdering his dad. And I think it's Jessica Biel. Brilliant. Better Sister. You got to watch that. I'm sure it was on Netflix. But definitely watch it. Great performance by everybody. Great show. Twist at the end. Very good. What else? Grenfell. I watched this documentary, Grenfell. So if you don't know, Grenfell Tower in London was the scene of a horrific tragedy where a lot of residents died in a fire. The Cladding caught fire. And no one has been held criminally liable at all. No one has been held to account whatsoever. Totally whitewashed. Everyone got away with it. Sickening. Absolutely sickening. It really is. It just seems that everyone seems to, unless, councillors, companies, it just seems that nobody goes to prison anymore for being a crook. Nobody. So what is going on? It's a mess. It really is a mess. And something needs to change really quickly because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the normal people having to go to jail and nobody else does. No matter what happens, they don't go. Anyway, watch Grenfell. It's heartbreaking. It really is. It's very well filmed. So, a couple of videos ago, I asked a question. I said, what was your favourite Clint Eastwood movie? And it got me thinking because, you know, Clint Eastwood, iconic actor, but also director and producer. But this was mainly about his acting and stuff. I got 1,000 responses to that question. And it got me thinking, well, who else is really up there in that league? I really couldn't think of anyone who produced and directed as well as acted. As right up there in that league. But acting, one person sprung to mind is one of my favourite actors who has been in so many of my favourite films. And that's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, undeniably brilliant actor who has been in some mega movies. I wonder if he's going to start directing or not, like Clint Eastwood did. I really hope he does. Because Clint Eastwood left quite late before he started directing properly. So you never know. If Tom Hanks has an interest in that or wants to do it, I don't know. But I hope he does. But Tom Hanks. So my favourite movie of Tom Hanks, and there's so many great movies, there really are. But my favourite one that I watch over and over and over again is Apollo 13. Ron Howard. Okay, Ron Howard has had a few great movies. He directed it. But Apollo 13. Great cast. Brilliant film. Kevin Bacon was superb in it. What's his name? I can never remember the other guy's name. But great cast. The guy who died. I've forgotten everybody's names. Anyway, Apollo 13. Brilliant film. And the fact that it's true story makes it even better. And I've been to Houston, seen all that stuff where it was filmed. I've seen the craft, everything. It's amazing. I've been in the original control room, control center, where they actually filmed the movie. Because we had a tour in Houston. And I love everything to do with space. I really do. So, Tom Hanks. What's your favourite Tom Hanks movie? And why? Because I've seen so many great ones. Forrest Gump is great. Captain Phillips. Come on, what a performance. Captain Phillips. Just incredible. Big. Go back to Big. What a superb film. So many of his films I can watch time and time again. But yeah, Apollo 13 for me has to be the one. I do like Sully a lot. I think in Sully he nailed it. It was a brilliant performance. Just so many great performances. There are some obscure ones like Bridge of Spies and stuff like that. So I really would be interested to hear what's your favourite, your top 3 Tom Hanks movies. There's got to be. Everyone just loves his movies. So, yeah. Tom Hanks movies. All right, everybody. Well, I'm having a lovely hot chocolate. I'm having a lovely Monte Cristo number 4. Chilling. Happy. I have one wet, fairly cold foot, which will dry in the sleeping bag and get warm again. There's a bit of a melt going on at the moment. And then I think around midnight, it's all meant to freeze up and start snowing again. There was meant to be a lull in the temperature, and I can see a lot of drip marks coming backwards towards the tent here. I love this tent, I really do. I love the fact that the vestibule is so huge, and you can, if you have to, hunker down in there. This is probably one of the most storm useful tents because of that massive space. The Nammatj GT. So I might use it more often. It's just I don't like sitting in the tent that much. But because of the way this is designed with the door here, it can act as a windbreak. So if the wind is coming from behind, you could just set it up like this, set your tarp up, because invariably I'm out in rain or snow. And this is a very lightweight Cigar Dyneema tarp. I'm covered from all angles. And you could enjoy yourself. You could be happy quite easily. And I lugged all this up here. The only downside of this tent is it is heavy. I think it's 4 kilos. So what is that? That's 9, is that 10 pounds? Yeah. Well, that's pretty heavy. When you got all your other gear, I don't know. It is worth it. It is a great space. It is secure. And usually people aren't camping by themselves. There's 2 of them. So that's what you want, is something like this. You can easily fit both packs in there. You can cook in the morning, make your coffee in the morning just in the vestibule. No problem. I don't do that ever. I always come outside to make drinks. Just doesn't do anything for me sitting in a tent drinking coffee. I want to be out watching. All right, everyone. I'm going to chill for a while, and then I'll see you in there for bedtime. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming. All right, everybody. Well, it's bedtime. I'm absolutely exhausted. My pillow, actually, I can take the outer off, and inside it's a foam bag. So that might be what I do tonight, is I might wrap it in a t-shirt or something and then do that. We'll see if I can get it to dry out first by putting this towel on here. I'm in a 10 Fahrenheit bag. I'm not sitting in my chair because I want to get warm. My feet are cold. So I'm in a 10 Fahrenheit bag. I've got my big jacket over my feet as well, just to give it extra boomph. And I can feel them warming up already. So I'm hoping they dry off my socks and my trousers, because, yeah, I'm wearing it all in here. I want it all to dry off, and that's a great way. My body heat will dry it. So I can see that the camera battery is going to die soon. So it might die while I'm filming this. But anyway, unless something major happens in the middle of the night, which I doubt, we'll see. If there's heavy snow, I might go and have a look. Otherwise, we're going to be up early, crack of dawn, before sunrise, because I always wake up early. We'll get out, we'll have a cup of coffee, and hopefully we'll watch the snow coming down. Right now, this sounds like a bit of a melt. but it is meant to get cold soon, really cold. So fingers crossed. All right, everyone, I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. So I'll bring you back probably in the morning. Night, everybody. Night, Bernie. That's what I'd usually say. All right, night, everybody. Oh. Morning, everybody. What time is it? Just coming up to 7 a.m. Feels pretty cold. I've had better sleeps. Because I fell in the stream on the way back over, my foot went in. I had a wet foot. So I kept my wet stuff on to dry it off. And it worked. It's now dry. But it was just on my mind most of the night. And then I don't typically sleep that well anyway. I wake up a lot at the night. My brain is just firing. I think at midnight, I had a snack. I had like a phantom cold. I'm warm now. But I'm just ready to get up. So it's still dark outside. It's not going to be light for another at least half an hour. But we've got to get a coffee on. Assess what's been going on. So the top of the tent up here is heavy. So there's something up there. I don't know what. I think it's frozen. Let me just wipe this. I think there's some snow on the tarp pushing down. I don't think there was much though. I didn't hear anything really. So let's get out and let's assess the damage. Because if there is a fair chunk on the tarp, then it would have drooped right down. That's just what happens. All right, let's go and have a look. I've got to get up, go and have a coffee as well. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here.
Oh yeah. That's low down. Okay. That's pretty low. I've got to scoot out of here somehow. Let's give it a go. Oh gosh. Look at that. Impressive. Oh, and it's sort of snowing now. Yeah, that's impressive. Okay. I'd say we've had maybe 2-3 centimeters. It just looks cool though, doesn't it? Right, I've got to knock this all off the tarp. It's going to be a cold job. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's try this. Oh, that worked. Okay. Got rid of most of it. Right. Chair and coffee. Oh man. Oh, and I'm down. I need a coffee so badly. All my electronics are playing up. Woo. So, last night, yeah, I didn't have that great a sleep. But it's okay. I'm used to that. Sleep when I get home. Right, now what we've got to do is hope that the gas works. Because these things are known to suck when it's cold. All right, here we go. Please work. Struggling. You can hear it. That doesn't sound great. Now I do have an alcohol burner here as well. So I might crank that up. Just in case the gas isn't going to do it. So I'm using the alcohol tabs that the Eco Fire, Eco Dragon, whatever they're called. Plus it might be nice just to have this thing running. Okay, coffee. Oh man, I can't believe it. I was expecting a lot more snow, but then the forecast changed yesterday when I decided to do this trip. And it just became rubbish, you know, a few centimeters as you saw on here, that's it. Not much. Hey, this is boiling. But I think I'm going to light this alcohol stove anyway to get some ambience. Here we go. Great success. Oh boy, a hot drink. I so need this. Yeah, so what do you say we light this thing anyway? Just so it looks a bit pretty. Not much is working in these temperatures. I've got a plasma lighter that does not care about the temperature. This will light this, no problem. There we have it. So there's a slight breeze and it's coming in this way. Oh, I can see that it's about to get to daylight. There's a little bit of light in the air. You can see it, the flapping on this tarp. That's just slight breeze. Now I should have my waterproof pants on, which I might do next. Look at this thing. Doesn't do much, but you could boil on that no problem. So what I'll do is put more water on to have a second coffee and just put it on slow heat on there. Check it out. There we go. Perfect. Oh, cheers everybody. So I need to get my waterproof pants on. I'm going to do that now. And I don't know if we're going to do breakfast. I've got some hot cross buns, so I might just have cold. So then they're just cross buns. This little platform that I made for the chair is awesome. Look at that. Works brilliantly. So these are the First Light, I can't remember what they're called actually, First Light boundary pants. So they zip right up at the sides, so you can easily get your feet in, even with boots on. And this windproof layer, oh, honestly, it's a lifesaver. So not having to take your boots off. In fact, these can actually even go on. You can pull these in half and just attach them at the back. They're that good. You're gonna have to excuse me for the crotch shot. Oh, they're gonna make a big difference, I'm telling you. There we go. Cool. And then you just pull the zips down at the side. Now when I fell in that stream yesterday, when my foot went in, if I hadn't had these on, it would have been a lot worse. These blocked a lot of it. I still ended up with slightly wet foot and wet trousers, but it wasn't bad. Would have been way worse without these on. These definitely shielded me. And you can hook them onto your shoelaces. There we go. That's going to feel infinitely warmer just because it's a wind layer. Oh, I think the breeze is picking up. Look at this. Oh no, and it's coming straight in at us as well. That's not great. The flapping is annoying. I'm comfy, I am warm, and I have coffee. Cheers everybody. And I think I'm going to eat a hot cross bun. What I'm going to do is dunk it in my coffee. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have everything I need. You see, it would be warmer to sit in the tent and have coffee, all zipped up and secure. I've just spent all night in the tent. I don't need to spend any more time in there. I've got such warm gear on that honestly, it doesn't matter. This jacket is insanely warm. It's overkill for this, for what we're doing, but I would take it any day. It's waterproof. It's an expedition jacket, so it's the Stella Expedition Parker, 900 fill power. Honestly, this thing has been through some major storms with me before and has kept me warm and dry. There's no other jacket I wish I had with me. So, my sleeping bag is wet now because I had wet socks and everything. And I meant to be doing a second camp. So luckily, I've got an extra sleeping bag with me. So you can see a light on behind me. What is that? Oh no, it's this light. It's my light hanging on the tarp. I just looked in the camera and I thought, is that the sun coming up behind me? Yeah, so the sleeping bag is a bit damp. I was warm in it, but maybe I should have packed another sleeping bag, a thicker one. This was a 10 Fahrenheit, but enlightened equipment numbers are way off. Don't rely on them. I'd say the comfort rating for a 10-degree bag from Enlightened Equipment is actually 20 degrees. They're very flexible with their numbers. Luckily, well not luckily, it was planned, I had my decent pad, Thermarest NXT X-Therm. So warm. That was the right pad to have. It flexed the heat back up perfectly. My pillow dried out. I just put my towel on it. And through the night it dried out and that was fine as well. I had my beanie on half the night. So I was warm. I was warm really. There was so much condensation in there though. Because there was no wind. And the snow in the vestibule and everything else just creates so much condensation. The pockets on this thing, the hand warmers, it's so nice. Alright everybody, I'm just going to sit here now and wait. And then once it's light enough, I'll bring you back for packing down everything, which isn't going to be fun. So I'm going to have another coffee. So bring you back for pack down. Sit rep. It's very, very grim suddenly. As you can see, there's a bit of light now. And I am having my second coffee. But this isn't nice. This is so grim. And it's just blowing straight in at me. I just know this is going to be right up though, one of the worst pack downs I've had to do because it's going to be so cold. I will wear my fingerless gloves for this. But yeah, it's sort of wispy snow, half rain, half snow. Like it's coming straight in at my face. The camera is drenched and it's got icicles coming off it. So it is at freezing. I think it's meant to be -1, -2 Celsius. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this. I don't mind the walk out because it's down the mountain and it's just straight down a track. But I am really dreading this pack down. It would be so easy to get back in the tent and just go to bed and say, sod it, I can't be bothered. And the weather could get even worse. I'm still going to pack down at some point, and I'm not doing 2 nights here. Right, I'm almost done with this, and then we'll get on with it. Sit rep. The weather's definitely kicking off now. So the winds are starting to gust. As you can tell from the tarp, usually I would show you me packing down inside, but I'm just going to chuck everything in now and I'll bring you back when we take the tarp down. But I've just got to get on with it because everything is getting caked in ice. The camera, everything. It's just, yeah, it's become very grim very quickly. Whew. Right, I'm gonna pack out everything in the tent. I'm gonna put it all in my all in my backpack, get that ready, pack the chair down, and then we'll get on with the big stuff. Whew, okay, everything, look at this go. God, it's so cold. Right, completely empty. Nothing in here at all. Ah, these conditions, they're just vile. I've got to take this jacket off now, which I'm dreading, and put my other jacket on because this is just too hot to do this in. It's so cold. The wind chill. My thermometer says -2. My camera, look at this. It's just icing over. Look at that. It's completely icing over. Don't know if it's going to survive it. Right. Everything's in. So let's get on with the big stuff. Oh, just having your fingers exposed for even a few seconds. This is going to be horrible. But I just can't wear my big gloves. It won't work. So I've got to just suck up the pain. Right, the tarp's got to come down first. This isn't going to be pretty. I'm just going to go around, pull all the pegs out and stuff it all in this bag. I'm not even going to attempt to organise anything because it won't help.
the metal was frozen at the back. It's so bitter. I have to put my hands in my pockets. Can't feel my fingertips. Oh, oh, that's nice. Oh, just brutal. It is bleak. These really are the dumbest poles. They just don't work properly. They're light and they're carbon fiber, but they just stick all the time. There's just no way to do it. I'm gonna have to bash it with my tarp, with my shovel. That worked. And they freeze shut. Hey Orson, your poles suck. Oh, finally. Right, we'll go around and get the guy lines afterwards. I want to get the tent packed away. I'm going to have to dig it out. There's about 1 kilo of ice on this thing. Nightmare.
Right, now I need to just get the guy lines. Great success! Okay, got to pack the big camera away, put the rest of this away, and then we'll head out of here. I think Abel is packing up right now as well, so I'll probably meet him over by the track going down. Woo, okay, we're ready to go. Everything packed away, site is clear. Just for reference, the height here, we're at 1,412 meters. So I've just checked on Abel and I can see he's still putting down his tent. He is slow, he is really slow. Wow, people are turning up to go skiing, but it's just a whiteout. I think we're gonna get going though. So let's start hiking out. Should take about an hour and a bit to get back to the truck. I've got to try and follow a ridge back to the road. Can't see my prints from yesterday, but I got a rough idea of where I'm going. There's some sort of cabin over there that's used in the summer. Oh, here's my prints. Oh, look at that, excellent. Oh, and it's so cold that the snow is crisped up, so it's much easier to walk on. Oh, this is good. Wow, I can't believe how quickly and efficiently I got that all packed away. It's I mean, I know why Abel's taking so long, because he's filming, and filming does add a lot of time to this, a lot of complications. You're constantly thinking what the viewer wants to see, stuff like that. And you set up the tent usually in sort of a bit of a compromised position just because of YouTube. What I would say is, don't do what I do. Don't do what YouTubers do. We're doing it for YouTube. We're not camping, we're storm chasing to make it look exciting, but also because we just love doing it. But unless you're experienced, just don't do it. Don't do what we do. We've both got a lot of experience, been doing it since we were kids, and I did a lot in the military training. And I have the right gear. That's the crucial thing, is having the right gear, and so does he. All right, not far to the track. I should mention, people will probably say, why didn't we camp next to each other? Safety and stuff like that. Because we've both got our own YouTube channel and we do this separately. We're friends, and we organized to go to the similar events. This is still 8 hours from where both of us live. We drive separately. Collaborations, we don't like them. So people who ask, can we please do a collaboration? This is as much as we do. We sort of run into each other, see what we're doing, make fun of each other, bit of banter, and then that's it. But the night before last, we were out, we had dinner, had a few beers. So that's just us hanging out. But yeah, we're not into collaborations. That's just not our thing.
So people will keep asking, please do a video together, please collaborate. It's probably never gonna happen. And we don't camp next to each other because we're filming for ourselves. Can you imagine how difficult it would be to film and someone else is filming and talking? And you do want to enjoy the solitude. Oh, here we go, look at this. This is the track down to the main road. There's the ski resort. I can see they've got one lift running. I can see someone skiing down the mountain now. That's pretty difficult conditions because it's a whiteout. So the road comes down under us here by that stream all the way down. It's 5 kilometers down. Crispy, crunchy snow. Yep, so that's the reason. So what have I got? I've got my EPIRB, I've got a thermometer. Oh, it says 0 now, but that might be because it's on me. It's close and it picks up the heat really easily from my shoulder. Well, that was a great camp. I loved it. Honestly, I really did love it. This morning's pack down I dreaded, and getting a wet foot wasn't great, but that was because I went to see Abel. If I hadn't done that, I'd have probably had a much better night. So he was going to come over and see me, but then the conditions just got bad. So we got our snow, we survived, and we thrived. Check it out, there's the road down. And there's a beautiful stream there. So we might be doing another camp tonight, because we've both got secondary gear, completely separate gear. I've got another sleeping bag, another tent, got 2 tents, whole new backpack, everything in the truck. So we packed for 2 nights. Food, everything is duplicated. Look at this beautiful stream. That's actually snow melt, I think. Not sure. Actually, no, that's fresh water, spring water. Lovely. See how clear that is? It's easier to walk in the stream than it is to walk in the snow. Right, everyone. I'll pop. Whoa! I was saying that, I just slipped. I'll bring you back, probably from the truck. Just got to a sign here, warning fit chains here. I don't think this needs chains. Once you're out of the wind, it's a bit of a winter wonderland. By the way, one thing I haven't mentioned is this jacket that I'm wearing, this Arc'teryx. This is the Beta SL Arc'teryx. New raincoat I'm trying. Very good. I like it a lot. Completely waterproof, unlike the Stony Creek or the Hunter's Element that I've been using. So this and the Montbell that I tried a few camps ago, totally waterproof, really great. I do like this. It's got pit zips, which I love, under the arms, so it breathes. It's got a couple of pockets, it's got an inside pocket, and the hood, look, the hood fits and tightens up around your head, so even in the wind, it's not going to budge. So if you're wearing a peak cap or anything, perfect. So yeah, I don't know if you can see the logo anywhere, but it's the Arc'teryx Beta SL. Yeah, definitely recommend it. It's lightweight, very waterproof, brilliant in the wind. I feel great in this. Oh, and there's the stream. I'll show you the stream when we get around the corner, actually. I was going to say I did say I'd bring you back at the truck, but I want to show you the stream because look at this, it's beautiful. When it's snowing like this, it's a winter wonderland. It's lovely. All right, let's go find the stream. Here we go, that's the stream. It meets another stream and just becomes this massive stream further down where we're parked. But how pretty is that? Imagine camping right there. If this road wasn't here, this would be lovely to camp next to. That sound. Right, this time, unless something mega happens, like Abel manages to catch me, which I'm sure he's gonna try, bring you back at the truck. Whew, okay, made it down. That took just over 1 hour. All right, everyone, thanks very much for coming on this one with Tony from AB Camping. Another successful camp in wild conditions. Oh, it was grim, so grim. Here's the beast. Oh, look at the lake, just beautiful. What a beautiful spot. What a truck. Thanks again. Thank you to all of our YouTube members, subscribers, everyone from Buy Me a Coffee, everyone who signed up to our mailing list on abcampingandoutdoors.com. Please sign up for emails to know when videos are coming out. I'm not sure where I'm going to go tonight. If we do, don't know where I'm going to go. But I want to thank you all for coming along on this one. Shame that Bernie isn't here, but you know, I've explained that. So I'll bring you back next time. Tony from AB Camping. Thanks again, everyone. See you next time.